Hello and welcome to the Jaxson Maximus tailor shop. And so today I want to show you how to properly press a shirt. Now, at the tailor shop, we of course have professional equipment just like what you see here. I'm not going to use that because most of the time what you're going to be doing is you're traveling, right? And you've got something like this, a hotel ironing board and a hand press iron. So first thing you want to do is check the equipment. Check the plate of the iron to make sure there's no stains, because if there is a stain on it, that can also get on your shirt. If there is a stain, what I would simply do is call the front desk and have them set up another iron. They have irons in stock, most nicer hotels do. The last thing is check your settings. And so it depends on the iron. Cheaper irons might just have a high and low, which is fine. For cotton shirts, which is primarily what you're going to be pressing, you want a high heat setting, if not the highest, because you want to make sure that there's water in it as well, because you want to have steam on the shirt to get rid of the wrinkles. That's going to be your friend for sure. So the method for pressing a shirt, there is a method for it that makes it effective. Number one is take out the collar stays. If you don't, collar stays can be burned in the shirt themselves, but the very first thing you're going to press is the collar. The second thing you're going to press is going to be the actual cuffs of the shirt. Third thing is going to be the yoke or the shoulders of the shirt. And then we're going to press the body of the shirt. So the body of the shirt, we'll start with the back and then the front panels. And then lastly, we're going to do the sleeves to finish. Okay, so come on up a little bit closer. I'll show you first how to do the collar. So the collar, you're going to press from the back side. You want to lay your collar very flat and shape it as best you can with your hands. And then with the iron, you give a little steam. And you just want to kind of wiggle it along the back like this. And the reason being is you're pushing the cloth to and from the edges of the shirt collar itself. And what you're going to do, or get anyway from that, is you're going to get a really beautiful pressed collar with no bubbles in it that way when you press from the back. Okay. Second, we're going to press the cuffs. And so the cuffs, if there is a sleeve placket button, you want to unbutton that. And then you want to lay them upside down so you have the back side of the cuff, just like this. Whether it's a French cuff or regular cuff shirt, you'll do the same. And the same thing like the collar. You want to go up and down, just like this. So what you want to try and avoid is getting any kind of crease in the front of the cuff. Proper shirts will not have any crease whatsoever. And so when you put on this shirt, that's what you're looking for. It's a nice clean cuff. You don't want to have a crease. You don't want to press your shirt, for example, just like this and put a hot iron on it, because all you're going to do is get the creases like that, which is not very professional looking, right? So a nice clean cuff. You'll do that on the left and the right. Now, the paneling. I always like to start with the body of the shirt, with the back panel. And it requires a little bit of shifting. You want to start at the bottom of the armhole, just like this. And you want to get, what you're looking for is this, the side seam of the shirt. And you want the small end of the ironing board and get, so there's no wrinkles or the darts. You want to get it nice and clean with your hands, and then you can begin the press. Okay, so right around, just pressing around the armhole, all the way down the sides. If there's a dart on the shirt, that's okay. Just use the wiggle method like this, and you'll press those out very nicely. Then you're going to go to the top, and you have to kind of shape and shift the shirt as you go along the paneling, especially with any darting in the back or anything like that. And you'll figure it out as you go, but starting with the back paneling is very helpful, as you'll see when we get finished here. All right. This shirt actually didn't look that bad. So in the beginning, a little bit easier. This is one of our easy iron shirts at Jaxson Maximus too, so it really does come out quite nicely. All right, so that's the back panel. Now the side panels. So the side panel, same thing. You want to start in the front, and you want to get underneath the armhole just like this, and then find that side seam of the shirt, lay it as flat as you can, so when you hit it with the iron, you're not going to cause another wrinkle in the iron itself, and you're going to have to shape the shirt around the ironing board. You notice when I go around the seams, I'm wiggling as well and applying some nice hot steam to it. Okay. So one of the more important parts of the shirt is going to be the placket of the shirt, and that's what everybody's going to look at, for sure, especially if you're not wearing a necktie to hide it. So you want to have a real clean placket and clean front, and just by going like this, up and down, it's going to be beautiful. And then to shape and go to the front quarter of the top of the shirt along the shoulders, just like that, and then the top of the placket as well. You notice how I'm kind of stretching and holding it. You're not going to hurt the shirt at all. And applying steam. Steam is not going to hurt cotton at all. It's actually healthy because it opens the pores of the cotton itself. Okay, so that's the front. And you would do the left panel the same way. Now the shoulders of the shirt, this is the shoulder, the yoke of it, and that's the top. If there are wrinkles in there, that's what you want to try and get out. Let me, sometimes if it's a new shirt, for example, they'll come in with these pressed lines in the yoke itself, and that's what we're trying to get out. So again, you want to shape it as best you can around the iron, and then apply a little bit of steam. Do the wiggle method. And it's going to look beautiful right on your shoulders, just like that. And then lastly is the sleeves. And so the sleeves, you want to go by the cuff, okay? And I'll just do the left one so the video is not super long. And I'm going to go underneath the arm on the seam and all the way down the bottom. Find that. All right, shake it out. That's not going to cause any more wrinkles. If so, you can touch up at the end when you're looking. But you're going to start by placing it right at the armhole, get it nice and flat. Apply your steam. It's going to be great like that. And then just move down a little bit. You're going to go up towards the cuff on either side. Just like that. And you will do both sleeves, left and right the same. But that is how to properly press a shirt, which will look great when you get it to the hotel room and start to wear it.